What is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I just wanted to talk about the buses on the SP404 Mark II. Now this is one of the features which I still can't understand the logic behind. I really can't get on board with the separate buses, the bus 1, 2 and then the separate 3 and 4. I really don't like the fact that 3 and 4 are kind of a completely different interface and in a different location. And yeah, I'm just going to share my thoughts on what I think would work better. I would be really interested to hear what you guys think about this area. And also leave a comment below, is there a feature of the SP404 Mark II which you're really not getting on board with? I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Just quickly before we start, don't forget to check out spvids.com for drum packs, and there's links below for all the different ways you can help support my channel. Check out my Teespring as well. I've got loads of SP Vids t-shirts on there which really do help fund what I'm doing here. So anyway, if you're not familiar with the bus system on the SP404 Mark II, it is really cool that we've now got this. So we've got the bus FX here, and basically what we can do is route pads to different buses. So here we've got bus 1 and 2 which are accessible via this bus FX button here. You can change between the two. Now you've got two options with these two buses. You can either stack them or have them running alongside each other on different sets of samples. So to change that, you go into shift and effect settings, which is 16. And you can see here that bus 1 and 2 are basically layered on top of each other. If you click the value dial button, that changes the layout of how they work, and then you can have different things running to different buses. So that is super nice. Really like that. The problem for me comes in with bus 3 and 4. Now bus 3 and 4 is not accessible from the bus FX button, which is the one thing I really don't get. I wish you could just change all the buses here. Why can't you just have 1, 2, 3 and 4? So with bus 3 and 4 you can't assign those to samples. They apply to the whole unit, but you have to go into this menu. So you have to do shift 16, you have to scroll across, and then you get presented with this completely different interface which looks nothing like the MFX interface when you're changing effects in there. And also you have to choose a favourite, so you have to go across into your favourites, you have to set them all up, you have to choose which ones you want. So here I've done a few here: bypass, warm saturator, just because I want warm saturator on its own, equalizer on its own, 303 vinyl sim on its own. Then I've got 303 vinyl sim and 1 saturator. So you have to choose one of these favorites as well. I really wish the setup was just that you could be in the normal area where you're working. You don't even have to menu dive at all, and you could change 1, 2, 3 and 4 all here. Then to change the way which they're acting, you could just go into the effect settings, and you've still got access to be able to change how bus 1 and 2 work there. And you're going to know that 3 and 4 are just layered over the top, so why do you need this extra bit of menu up here with the parameters coming in here? I really don't like this part of the Mark II. So my suggestion would be to have full access to all 4 buses here. So you could flip between all 4. You could set the MFX there, whichever MFX you wanted. They'll still work in exactly the same way, so 3 and 4 would be over everything, but you would just be able to do it all here, which would be so much cleaner in my opinion. And then you could just go into your effect settings here to change the way that bus 1 and 2 route. So as you can see here, like I mentioned before, you can change whether they stack on top of each other or whether they run independently. So it is amazing to see Roland are introducing new features. I do think this needs tidying up a little bit. I'd find it really clumsy. I know a few of you in the comments have said you really like the fact that it's separate. It still would be separate if we had access to everything here. They'd still work in the same way. It's just that they're a lot easier to get to. So yeah, that's a bit of a gripe from me about the bus effects. I think everything else on the unit has really progressed since I first got hold of this. So it's really exciting to see where this is going. It's turning into a really functional product. But I would love to see some attention brought to the bus FX and maybe sort of reimagined. Like I mentioned, this is just personal opinion. It's one of the things that just annoys me about using this unit. And again, those of you that have got these units already, is there anything in particular that you're not happy with? Is there something you find annoying? I would love to hear your feedback on that. And yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. I do love using the bus FX, but they are a bit clumsy, and hopefully they get tidied up in a new update. If you think I'm completely wrong, I'm very happy to be shouted down. Let me know why you think this is a good way of doing the bus FX. I would love to hear your feedback on that as well. But that's it for this one, guys. I just wanted to share that bit of information. The gripes that I'm having with the 404 Mark II are becoming smaller and smaller with these updates that are coming, but that is definitely one area which I'm really not enjoying at the moment. So until next time, guys, keep making beats. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here, and I will be back with more content very soon. Peace!